Speaking of, I mean, that's an issue for you in this campaign, obviously, because of your, your trial date in October. This is, I bring this up, I mean, obviously because it, speaks to sort of how you might be expected to spend money if you return to the Senate. You will stand trial between the primary and the general election for charges that you took $400,000 of taxpayer money.
But let me just stop you in terms of there. First of all, I don't believe. First of all, it's not true. Okay, it's something that somebody else is saying. You know what I mean? Or is that the people, the prosecutors, they're saying the most political Justice Department there is on the face of this earth for the United States has been. So, let me finish. It's not true. Everything that yourself or anyone else is going by what they say. I haven't said anything. I will say that in the court of law. I'm anxious to be able to do and say or bring up whatever it is in the court of law, not in the theater, not in the because obviously it's everything that they're saying, and then the reporters are repeating their thing, but the reporters are not looking in depth as to where they come, where it is and where it comes from. They're not doing that. So that's a part where you can only keep it sustained in the court of law so that it doesn't get out and anything I say is going to be used against me. No, I didn't. You're innocent to proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And that will be in terms of in the court that they will handle that. And I don't think that, as they call it, discretionary spending, member items, I call it weapons of member items destruction.
How's that?
Well, weapons of member items destruction. What does it mean? You go find weapons of member items destruction, and it's not there. So to my point of saying I'm innocent, I'm not, I didn't do anything wrong, then let's decide that in the court and find that that did not take place. And whatever did take place, you guys got to find that out, because I'm not going to talk about it until I get to my day in court.
So you're saying this is kind of a Republican character assassination?
I would say that that's when you disagree with them. Yes, when you disagree with them, they come after you. They look for you, they target you, and they make up anything that they can to make it to do the character assassination that have done with me. All I've done is help people, help my communities, help everyone. That's been where I've been in public life, and that's where it's going to remain the same.
What work would you have been doing that would have drawn this kind of attention? I mean,
well, my work, I work on a national and international level. I've disagreed with mergers and acquisition. I disagree with Clear Channel and Univision and HBC and those networks are having a monopoly. I disagree. I want more opportunities for Hispanics, African Americans, and others that have equal access to capital and to opportunity. And I also believe that the airwaves of America belong to the public. They don't belong to the corporation. They just have licenses to hold it. But they just can't network it and leave the local people out of it. They have to, local people have to have a say. And this networking of taking the local people, the diversity and the opportunity out of the equation is something that I disagree now and always will disagree, where there will be always that kind of not opportunity. And so therefore I have opposed that, and I have challenged it in court. And so when you do that, it happens. When you do that, when you say there is no weapons of mass destruction, Joe Wilson does an op-ed, they go after his wife. If there's not a clear signal, and then they pardon or they commute the sentence of the guy that got convicted. But if that doesn't have the sign, then I don't know what the sign is to tell anybody.
I'm going to stay on this only because this is something that people are talking about in the neighborhood. I want to give you the chance to respond. The sort of when people spring to your defense when your indictment comes up, what they say I mean, Bruce Feld last night said that his club supports you because his direct quote was, looked at the alternatives, because Pedro Espada might conference with the Republicans as he's done in the past. And earlier, Eric Schneiderman told the club to support you because Pedro Espada made you look like a choir boy. I mean, these are endorsements, but they don't seem exactly, singing your praises. So I wanted to give you the chance to address that.
Well, I don't think that that's not so. That's their interpretation. The praise is that I've worked hard, I work with them, I work with the community, and that's all that you can actually do compared to someone who doesn't live here, that comes into the district, that wants to take an opportunity, that takes people in terms of bamboozles and gives them something that maybe even not fruitful, but always with a scheme. So I don't think that their comments are and everything, because what they're really talking about is what I told you just before. You're innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And so they're waiting for that part and everything, before, otherwise the presumption should be there. The presumption is there. So I think that those comments that they've made are pretty good. In terms of, I'm a church boy. You know what I mean?
Which church?
In terms of, I'm a church boy. I go to church.
Which one?
Like I'm Catholic.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, but I choose different Catholic churches that I go to, but I go to all the other churches. I am very, very close with every denomination within my community. I respect them, and they respect me, and I try to help them in every which way that I can.